Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the video on the Week 12 NFL 2019 predictions. If you hear that, that's a dog that's laying next to my bed right now. I'm right in the middle of actually shaving her, but I wanted to make sure I got my predictions out as soon as possible. So here you go. So the 6-4 Colts battle the 6-4 Texans. I think this will be for the lead in the division right now. And Colts are 3-0 against AFC South opponents this season. I think that trend ends on Thursday, which is today. I think the Texans bounce back and win and take possession of the South. The 2-8 Giants versus the 4-6 Bears. The Bears have allowed 14.3 points per game since Week 8, third fewest in the NFL. Daniel Jones normally makes games very entertaining to watch, so I think in terms of how entertaining this game will be, it'll probably be pretty entertaining. But I think that the Bears will end up winning this as long as their defense steps up like they did a couple weeks back. The 2-8 Dolphins battle the 4-6 Browns. Nick Chubb has 75-plus scrimmage yards in 10 straight games. The Browns got a big win last week on Thursday Night Football against the Steelers, which I still have a video on that I need to do, which is about the situation that happened near the end of the game. But I think the Browns continue with their momentum, get the W, go up to 5-6, and continue to chase the wild card spot because of the talent on their team versus the Dolphins not having a lot on theirs. The 5-5 Steelers battle the 0-10 Bengals, who I believe was their first win this season was against the Bengals. I think with the Steelers winning 9 straight games against the Bengals, I think they win again here and get the win to move to 6-5 to continue to try to chase a wild card spot as well. The 3-7 Broncos battle the 7-3 Bills. Josh Allen has 5 straight games without an interception. I think the Bills continue to win and stay close to the Patriots for the division and as well as a wild card spot. I think the Broncos make it interesting early, but I feel like the Bills will take control of the game in the second half or even into the second quarter if they go down by a couple touchdowns in the first quarter. But yeah, I'm going to pick the Bills. I think just their defense is too stout. The defense made Tom Brady look like a bitch when they played him, so got to go with the Bills here. The 5-5 Panthers go to the 8-2 Saints. Saints have won 3 of the last 4 games versus Panthers. I think they win again here. Panthers are now reeling after a pretty stellar start. But I think this Saints defense has their number, just like I think they already had once this season. So I'm going to say Saints. The 3-7 Bucks against the 3-7 Falcons. 3 consecutive wins for the Falcons against the Bucks. I think they win their 4th straight here. I think Jameis is a turnover machine, and that'll just lead to their downfall. The 6-4 Raiders go against the 3-7 Jets. Josh Jacobs versus Jets #1 defense against the run. I think that plays a factor. I think they slow down Josh Jacobs, but I do think the Raiders will probably pull out a win late. The 8-2 Seahawks versus the 5-6 Eagles, and Russell Wilson is 5-0 this season with 116.2 pass rating on the road. I think the Seahawks win. The Eagles just got completely embarrassed by the Patriots in the last half of that game against them. I think Russell Wilson continues a MVP caliber season, though behind the Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, but I think the Seahawks win this one, go to 9-2, and I think that basically puts an end to the Eagles' playoff hopes, depending on how the Cowboys do. The 3-6-1 Lions against the 1-9 Redskins. This is a tough. They're both super bad teams. The Lions don't have Matthew Stafford and have lost 6 of the last 7 games. I'm going to say the Redskins actually pull off the upset here and might actually end up winning. Though I'm going to say the Lions win. The 4-6 Jags against the 5-5 Titans. Titans have won 4 of the last 5 games against the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars win here and bounce back after last week's Colts loss. Sunday Night Football, we have the Cowboys going up against the night game of the week. The Cowboys at 6-4 take on the 9-1 Patriots. The Cowboys' number 1 total offense versus the Patriots' number 1 total defense. This one's a toss-up for me. I really don't care who wins. Both franchises are kind of laughable at best when it comes to how much people give a shit about them. I'm going to say that I want the Cowboys to upset the Patriots, though. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Do I want it to? Yes. For Sunday Night Football, we have the 8-2 Packers versus the 9-1 49ers. Aaron Rodgers facing a 9-1 team or better is for first time in career. So this is the first type of game Rodgers has ever been in when he has had a 9-1 team to play against. It's not at Lambeau. It is in San Francisco. This one's a tough one to call. I kind of want the Packers to upset the 49ers. And that's why I think it's probably going to happen, because that's just what normally happens. The 8-2 Ravens travel to the 6-4 Rams. Lamar Jackson is 14-3 record in 17 career starts. I think Lamar Jackson gets another statement win here against the Rams defense and moves them up to 9-2. The teams on bye are the Minnesota Vikings, the LA Chargers, the Cardinals, and the Chiefs are all on bye weeks. I know I showed this in the last video, but I still want to show the league leaders again. These are the league leaders. Dak, Rivers, Winston, Mahomes, and Goff are all in the lead for passing yardage. Rushing yardage goes McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, and Marlon Mack. Receiving goes Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, and Julio Jones. Defensively, tackle-wise, it's Jordan Hicks, Blake Martinez, Budda Baker, Bobby Wagner, and Joe Schobert. Sacks is Chandler Jones, Shaquille Barrett, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, and Preston Smith. And then picks Devin McCourty, Minka Fitzpatrick, Marcus Williams, Janoris Jenkins, and Marcus Peters. Let's look at the standings real quick leading into this week. We have the right now, if it was the playoffs, these would be the teams. It would be the Patriots would be 1 seed. The 2 seed would be the Baltimore Ravens. The 3rd seed would be the Chiefs. 4th seed would be Colts. 5th seed would be the Bills, and the 6th seed would be the Texans. And all these people are still in the hunt as well, and the only person eliminated is the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFC side, it would be San Francisco at 1, Green Bay at 2, New Orleans at 3, Dallas at 4, Seahawks at 5, and Minnesota at 6. Yeah, that's quite a interesting thing. All teams are still in the hunt on the NFC side. In terms of the actual regular season standings, we have the Patriots at 9-1, Bills at 7-3, Jets at 3-7, and the Dolphins at 2-8. We got the 8-2 Ravens, the 5-5 Steelers, the 4-6 Browns, and the 0-10 Bengals. We have the 6-4 Colts and Texans, the 5-5 Titans, and the 4-6 Jags. We have the 7-4 Chiefs, the 6-4 Raiders, the 4-7 Chargers, and the 3-7 Broncos. We have the 6-4 Cowboys, the 5-5 Eagles, the 2-8 Giants, and the 1-9 Redskins. We have the 8-2 Packers, the 8-3 Vikings, the 4-6 Bears, and the 3-4-1 Lions. We got the 8-2 Saints, the 5-5 Panthers, the 3-7 Falcons, and the 3-7 Buccaneers. And then we got the 9-1 49ers, the 8-2 Seahawks, the 6-4 Rams, and the 3-7-1 Cardinals. So that'll do it for this week's predictions as well as the current standings in the NFL. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.